Hey, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here for an exciting 8-4 Return to Ravnica draft. We open a sweeper, Supreme Verdict. I think that's the pick. I like it. It's a powerful effect. Can generate enormous amounts of card advantage. So, unfortunately, it's in the same pack as Call of the Conclave, which is one of the best Selesnya cards you can possibly get. But Azorius also goes with Is It, so maybe we'll just let someone else be in the sweet Selesnya strategy, and we can just go for the Azorius Is It strategy, but we'll see. We are definitely passing the Selesnya strategy, so I would guess that it's not going to be open, but we'll see. I can almost assure you that it's not. Wow, pass the Sphinx of the Chimes? Looks like we're on a plan. Yeah, I'll go Sphinx of the Chimes here. He's a good finisher. Goes well with the first pick, actually. Gives us a good finisher after we sweep the board. I like it. Soulsworn Spirit's fine too, but nah, Sphinx of the Chimes is worthy of picking there. Alright, now what do we pick? We just keep passing good Selesnya cards, so I don't think that we should maintain that. I think it's just a Knightly Valor here. Yeah, I think Knightly Valor's the best card remaining in that pack. Okay, so we've got Fairy Imposter versus Cancel versus Swift Justice. Nah, I think we just go Fairy Imposter. Okay, there's a lot of times in Azorius that you want to bounce a creature, like an Arrestor or a Justiciar. Or that Soulbound, or not Soulbound, Soulbound, the 2-1 unblockable guy that detains, whatever his name is. I mean, still getting just a ton of Selesnya cards, but at this point, I'm positive someone has taken it. We'll see if stuff wheels. If stuff wheels that's still in Selesnya, then I'll start taking it. But until then, I'll pick up cards like. I mean, maybe I just pick up Healer here, but I really I am not sure on that. Healer is definitely better than Songbird, but I could still get some white populate like Eyes in the Skies or something. Could go for the Sphere of Safety deck, but I don't think that deck's very good. We'll go Cellar here, which does actually work well with the Imposter. Not great, but it works. So another Knightly Valor versus Hover Barrier. I may just want the Hover Barrier. But what am I stalling out for? I guess to get to the Sphinx. Runewing's fine, but I'd probably just rather have a hover barrier. Yeah, I'll go Hover Barrier. I want some more good in-game cards. So a second Knightly Valor versus Azorius Guildgate. Valor's pretty good on a flyer. Guildgate's just good for mana consistency, but I think I'm going to go a second Valor here. I like them quite a bit. Okay, so Cancel versus Armory Guard versus Swift Justice. Armory Guard looks fine, but I think I'm going to take the Cancel. I like it a little bit more. Okay, I think someone did end up going Selesnya, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Downsize isn't very good, but I'm going to take it. Cut some more blue. I do want people to know we're in blue. Alright, I guess I'll take a Tower Drake. Sundering Growth versus Crosstown Courier. I don't really like Courier all that much, but this is just going to be a sideboard card. I'm going to take it anyway. Alright, I guess we'll take a Fall of the Gavel. Alright, someone definitely went into Selesnya, which is good, because that hopefully means we're going to get the best of the blue picks. Not necessarily the best of the white picks, though. Neither of these cards matter. We'll cut the blue. So, I mean, we look okay. Our plan is definitely more stall-oriented, so I'm going to value hover barriers and other big-time defenders higher than other things. It does look like Izzet was taken, so we might have to... We're fighting with both Izzet and Selesnya, and those are unfortunately the best guilds to ally with Azorius. So we are competing with two archetypes that are two guilds at the moment. So I need to just sort of step in and make a decision on which one I want. I mean, it's got to be from this side. We're going to be getting cut on Selesnya, so maybe we'll get some good Izzet picks. Could take a second Fairy Imposter, but I'm just going to go with the Temple Garden, get 3 tickets. Possibly open myself up for Selesnya. Alright, well, Deathrite Shaman is actually a good card. And there's not much we're missing out on. Trust Annie's Judgment would be my second pick. So, Deathrite Shaman it is. He's worthy of a splash, probably. I guess I can't do the black, can I? So, maybe we can't make him work, but he's worth some tickets, I'm pretty sure. How many spells do I have? I have quite a few. Thinking about this Gutter Snipe moving into Izzet, but I guess we just stay safe and pick the Void Wielder. Gutter Snipe would have been pretty good in this deck, I won't deny that, but Void Wielder is always going to be good, and it's good with Fairy Imposter. Alright, so now it's Hussar Patrol versus Inspiration versus Explosive Impact. I think we go Hussar Patrol. He's pretty good with the double Knightly Valor, and he's good surprise blocker. He's also good because Flash works well with your cancel or other counterspell effects. Bloodfray Giant that late, huh? He's a good finisher. Electromancer is also very good. Izzet is open from this side, so kind of wish I'd taken that Gutter Snipe. It's like Skywatch versus Electromancer. How many spells do I have? I've got Cancel, Fall the Gavel, Supreme Verdict. Spirit Skywatch is fine. Bloodfray Giant is very strong, but picking a double red spell now, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm going to go Skywatch, get another finisher. We might just be straight Azorius, but it's not amazing, but it's certainly doable. Alright, I like Dramatic Rescue quite a bit, and an Action Injunction would be the other pick, but I like Dramatic Rescue more. Alright, here's a good Azorius pick. We'll take the Soulsworn Spirit. Unblockable plus Detain is very good. Alright, so we can make this deck work. We just need... We're going to be straight Azorius, I'm pretty sure. Possibly Splash for a green spell. But, yeah, I mean, this deck can work. Soulsworn Spirit with Knightly Valor is also very good. So, I'd like to pick up some more flyers. Like, Sunspire Griffin would be good in this deck. Just nothing, huh? Alright, I guess we'll hedge a little bit in case we somehow end up Izzet. Thought we were going to be straight Azorius, but hopefully that's the only pack where we miss out on a blue or white pick. Alright, now it's Keening Apparition versus Dispel. I think Dispel is probably going to be more useful, although I would like some more creatures. We don't really have a lot going on early game, do we? I do want Dispel quite a bit. I'm a little worried I don't have enough creatures, but I'm going to go for Dispel here. I'm not sure if that's right. I really like Keening Apparition a lot. I think I just wanted a spell because, I don't know, Keening Apparition doesn't quite feel right in this deck. I'd certainly play it, but something about it doesn't feel quite right. Armory Guard versus Azorius Guildgate. I think I go Gate. We'll go for mana consistency now. Guess we'll go with a Batterhorn. Yeah, sure. Not getting the best playables here. Why don't we start hiding some stuff I'm probably not playing. I'm probably not playing Deathrite Shaman. Hopefully not playing Caracal. Hopefully not playing Downsize. All these other are playable, but Batterhorn and Racketeer are not good splashes, so still not a good splash. Alright, so could use something a little more bomby. I mean, we have Supreme Verdict and Sphinx of the Chimes, so at least we have that game plan going for us. Sphinx of the Chimes is good enough to win. Yeah, we are not a Worldspine Worm deck. First pick Arrestor is certainly worse than first pick Street Spasm, but I think Arrestor is going to be our pick. I'm pretty confident that we're just going to end up straight Azorius. So we'll go Arrestor. This is good because it makes them commit more to the board. Inspiration versus Dramatic Rescue. I like Dramatic Rescue more. Can't make either of these Guild Mages work. Just totally not in those colors. Alright, go Dramatic Rescue. Wow, Selesnya Charm. Deadbridge Goliath too. Jesus. Yeah, I think we pick Selesnya Charm. We can actually splash that off Temple Garden, and this is worthy of splashing since it gives you a token. Exile Thing is a combat trick. I like it more than Trust Annie's Judgment. Passing Deadbridge Goliath hurts me inside, but I think I have to. So we're actually still short on playables. We have 19 if I play all of these, which I can, but I'm going to need some more playables, like, immediately. Immediately. I need Keening Apparition here. This deck is certainly weak at the moment. Supreme Verdict and Sphinx of the Chimes. Once again, Supreme Verdict is a way to gain some card advantage, but beyond that, we don't really have a lot of pressure we can put on them. We don't have a lot of impact creatures. The Knightly Valors actually look good in this deck since all our creatures are like jank. Another Hussar Patrol versus an Ethereal Armor. We are a little bit short on creatures. How good is Ethereal Armor? We've got the 2 Valors and that's it. Alright, well, that's Hussar Patrol then. Who's actually good? I mean, Hussar Patrol's good. I like what he does. Especially if your opponent already knows you have it. Then it's like scary for them. Alright, how many multicolor guys do I have? Just the 2 patrols. That's not enough for me to want to play Saber, honestly. But I'm not playing a second Dispel. I think we could take another Skywatch, get another... These guys are actually really good in multiples, and I'd like it more than a second Dispel. So, as long as we have a decent amount of late game, we'll be good. Yeah, I could take a Skyline Predator here too. 4 6-drops. Could take another Tower Drake, but I think I actually like the Predator more. Having a lot of flash creatures. I would have liked another Cancel. Cancel Syncopate would have been nice, but we do have Fall of the Gavel and and Cancel. So we do have 2 counterspells. Another Cancel would really make me happier with this deck. Not one thing on color, really. Not one, huh? Alright, guess we'll take the Chainwalker, who's best against us. Guess we'll take Swift Justice. It is a combat trick. This is a pretty lackluster deck. Not gonna lie. But it's playable. I think we just ended up getting cut on both sides. Like, I wanted to be Azorius Splash Izzet or Azorius Splash Selesnya, but I first picked a Supreme Verdict and passed just a ton of sick cards for the Selesnya strategy, and I think that ended up biting us in the ass. Splash for Pyro Convergence, 3, 6, 7 multicolor. Nah, I think we just go Armory Guard. Blister Coil Weird so bad. I'd rather hate a Deviant Glee. Yeah, Sphere of Safety, whatever. I've heard this guy's actually fine. I haven't played him yet. Alright, so, I mean, the good news is we have enough playables. Bad news, our deck's pretty mediocre. Dispel, Imposter. I don't think I can make this card work, can I? I can side into it. Maybe it's good on the splash. It's good against Golgari. Maybe I'll bring it in on a side if I need it. Okay, so I actually have to cut a couple cards. That's the good news. What's weakest in here? What is weakest in here? It's actually a legitimate question. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe we don't need the combat trick, the Swift Justice. It is good, but I'm kind of lacking a good way to win, and I don't feel like Swift Justice is the ticket to winning. I think I just actually need more threats to win rather than combat tricks to win. Because I've already got some pretty good ones. You know? If we take a look here. I gotta play 17 lands. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe it's just cut the fall of the gavel, but I do like it quite a bit with the flash creatures I've got. Let's see here. I don't want to go 16 lands. I need to be able to resolve these 6 drops consistently. I need a land drop. I have 0 mana sinks though, don't I? 0 mana sinks, really. And no card draw. Jeez, I still think I gotta do 17 lands. What do I cut? I gotta cut one more card. Maybe I cut the Armory Guard. I'm never like super impressed with them, and this will help our curve a little bit more. Like, I like these guys way more than Armory Guard, even though Armory Guard is obviously cheaper. I've got the 2 Asar Patrols, which essentially do what he does, just in a surprising fashion. Alright, so let's bring in our Guildgate and our Temple Garden. I'm going to bring in 1 Forest for the Selesnya Charm, which I still like on the splash. It takes care of a bomb, gives you a creature at instant speed, or is a combat trick. All of those are good. Let's sort by color real quick. More blue than white. Okay, let's see what they say. Yeah, 861. Actually, I think I agree with that. So that's 9 9 blue, 8 white, 2 green. Yeah, I think I can do that. Alright, well, kind of mediocre deck, but we do have a couple powerful spells in here, the Supreme Verdict and the Sphinx of the Chimes, so see how we do.